Hey guys, join me for a chat this morning. Jurassic Jessie Cooks will be hopefully started by next week. It's a storage issue. The lady's been out sick. I haven't been able to make my payment this month because she's been out with some health issues, and so I'm temporarily locked out of my storage. So I'll get that fixed, hopefully beginning of next week. Let's talk about an issue here. So, a few years ago, when I went through my divorce from my two younger girls' dad, he disappeared and kind of went on a drug binge for a couple years, ended up stealing some stuff, going to jail. Well, he got out, he got into drug court. He's been doing really good, I'm not going to lie. He's clean and sober, doing a lot better. But he got this girlfriend. Now, at first, I was like, cool, because I've known this girl. I know who she is. And we used to hang out together back when we did karaoke together at the bar. So, I have a viral throat thing, so I'm really sorry if my voice cuts out. Been sick all week. Anyway, so he gets together with this girl, and at first I'm thinking, this is great. He's got a good woman, everything's fine. Well, then I find out that she had gotten a DUI with her kids in the car. Look, everyone has their breakdowns. Everybody messes up. Everybody makes mistakes. That's not my problem. I was a little wary at first because I was like, I'd prefer you drove if you're going to take my kids anywhere. Our kids. Okay, so about a month or so back, my 9-year-old daughter, she sucks her thumb. Now, I understand how unhealthy that is, and we've been working on it, trying to find alternatives so she's not sucking her thumb. I sucked my thumb till I was 13. So there had been an incident where my daughter had come home and said, Mom, I'm not going to name names, no specific names, but she had come home and she said, Mom, she told me, and then she just stopped for a second. And I said, what did she tell you? And she said, well, it kind of has a kind of bad word in it. Not like the F word or anything, but it's a bad word. And I said, what kind of bad word? And she said, the D word. And I'm thinking, the D word? So I said, okay, I want you to repeat this to me because I want my kids to know they can come to me with anything. And so I took her aside, and it was just me and her. And I said, tell me what was said. And she said, she told me to get my damn thumb out of my mouth. Okay, being a mom and hearing that somebody has said something that drastic to your 9-year-old child, of course, that's going to get you heated. So I talked to her dad about it. Of course, her dad denied that happened. Said, that's not what she said, And I said, okay, well, what I'm saying is do not allow anybody to talk to my child that way. Saying something as a stepmom role, kind of, saying something along the lines of like, hey, honey, so sucking your thumb could be bad for your teeth. And, whatever, offer advice, but to say get your damn thumb out of your mouth, not okay. I didn't go for it. So I said, okay, don't let that happen again. He agreed. So I'm taking my mom to a Smashing Pumpkins concert this weekend for her birthday. And my husband works Saturday mornings into early Saturday afternoon. So I had asked their dad if he wouldn't mind hanging out with them until Ryan got off work. So, okay, mind you, a few weekends ago, my kids went and spent the night with him over there, and she got off work about 1 in the morning or so, and she lives about an hour away from where I am. And so she got home about 2. Apparently they had stayed up late, and nobody was waking up in the morning to take care of my kids. And my daughter had called me and said, Mom, nobody's awake. Dad and his girlfriend won't wake up, and we want breakfast. We want to come home. And I was livid because he was getting mad at her for calling me. He got mad at her for calling me. And I said, it doesn't even matter. When my kid wakes you up, then get up. They need to be supervised, not by other little kids. They need to be supervised by adults. So I said, if you guys can't handle supervising kids, then I don't want my kids over there. So he said, I'm sorry, it was just a late night, blah, blah, blah. Same spiel. And I have the habit of giving way more chances than I should. So last weekend, he had asked if he could spend some time with the girls. And I said, why don't you take them Saturday night? The next day is a Sunday. but you have to get up with them. You can't just sleep in until 1 in the afternoon and expect them to fend for themselves because they're children. So he said, well, it's kind of toxic to have them over there, and she works late and all this huge, all these excuses. So I said, okay, that's fine. Don't take him. So when I had asked him to babysit, well, to hang out with his kids, it's not babysitting if you're a parent. When I asked him to hang out with his kids this Saturday, he said, well, can I take them and spend the night at my girlfriend's house? And I said, I'm really not comfortable with that because first, she's cursing at my child. She's being mean and yelling at my child. Then you guys don't wake up, and then you tell me it's toxic to have them over there. So I'm going to say no, but you can hang out with them at the house. Take them to the park, do something with them, but you can't have them overnight over there. So then I'm talking to my husband about this, and my 9-year-old daughter happens to overhear that her dad had asked if they could spend the night. So she came in and she said, Mom, I don't want to spend the night over there. Please don't make me spend the night. And I said, I'm not. I already told him you guys can't spend the night. He could hang out with you during the day. So my 9-year-old daughter proceeds to tell me about a pill bottle that had green stuff in it that she was cutting with little scissors and then packed into this little tiny bowl and smoked it in the living room around all the kids, my kids and her kids. And I didn't know about this. And this happened that night that they had slept in until 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. And I didn't know anything about this until last night. So of course I'm fuming. I am so livid because look, I eat edibles. I can't smoke it. I don't like to, but I eat edibles for pain and anxiety. And my husband smokes marijuana for his psoriasis. It's legal where we are. So I'm not against weed. I'm not against parents that smoke weed, but sitting on the couch in front of all the kids, and my kid was able to describe the pipe and everything. So of course, I, as calmly as I possibly can, approached their dad about this. I said, that's so not okay. It's not okay that my daughter can describe what a pipe looks like. So he went right back on the calling her a liar and defending his girlfriend instead of my 9-year-old daughter. So then after I'm explaining to him why this is not okay and that they're not responsible over there, he proceeds to try to turn it on to me. He said, well, you're a toxic parent. Guess why? Because I go to karaoke on Fridays. So there you have it, world. I'm the worst parent on the planet because my only break that I get is on Friday nights to do karaoke. And I don't even go every week. So I'm pretty livid with the situation right now. There's really not much I can do, but he is on a visitation schedule. And so I just let him know we're gonna change the schedule a little bit. You won't be able to take them over there, period. She actually lives in another county. It's another county. And so I'm changing the orders that he's not allowed to leave the county with my girls because he's not responsible. He's been in and out. He comes when he pleases. And at this point, my kids are begging me not to let them around her. And I have to respect my kids. Look, I don't care who you do, what you do, where you do it, but when my kids are that uncomfortable around somebody, I'm not going to force them to go. So, what are your thoughts on that? Do you guys have any custody issues that you deal with, things like that? Because I don't really know what to say or handle or how to handle it. But I was mad, and I did tell him, if you don't like the rules, then you can take me to court. But it's showing irresponsibility. It's putting my children in a situation that's not healthy. It's not safe. My kids have no idea that my husband smokes weed about once or twice a week for his psoriasis. They have no idea. They have no idea that he has a pipe to smoke it out of. They have no idea that I have edibles hidden in a safe in my closet up on the top shelf. Because we don't expose them to that. And so, I don't know. I think I'm just really frustrated at the fact that I think my biggest problem right now is that instead of owning up to it, instead of taking responsibility and saying, she was doing that, I apologize, I didn't know that, whatever you have to do to take accountability for your actions, but to back up that girl over our 9-year-old child, it's not okay. It's not safe, and then my kids aren't going to feel safe with him because every time they've told him that they have a problem with her, he brushes it off. There was even a time that I said, hey, so they don't like your girlfriend, and I don't know what to do about that. And you know what he said? He went and told the girls, all that candy and stuff you guys got for Easter, she bought all that. So then you're teaching my kids that they should be liking somebody that spends money on them? I don't understand. So anyway, that's my video diary for today because I'm fuming about it. And I told him he's not allowed in my house. We're going to have to work something else out because just back your kids up. Always back your kids up. Even if it sounds a little fishy, you need to take your kids' side all the time. If stuff like that was happening around Ryan, do you think I would take his side over hers? Never. I would never take his side over hers. So, I just want to know what your guys' opinions are. I had to vent and get that off my chest. I'm going to go back to bed because I am so freaking sick this week. But I had to check in with you guys, give you my daily vent, and let you know that Jurassic Jessie Cook should kick off next week. That's about it. Going to see Smashing Pumpkins with AFI, who's actually from Ukiah, where I live, and Noel Gallagher. So that's going to be a really, really fun show. And maybe I'll post a little bit about it when we go there. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. It's almost the weekend. Thank God. Stay up. It's almost done. Okay. I will check in with you guys again later. And thanks for hanging out and listening for 13 minutes. Okay, maybe we'll make a video this weekend. That'll be funny. Okay. Bye, guys.